It's that time of year, Farmington. The Connie Mack World Series is right upon us, and I'm inviting you today to join me, Chairperson Lyle, to talk about this fantastic event that actually puts Farmington on the map. You go to an airport, you're traveling around the world, you tell people you're from Farmington, guaranteed they know about the Connie Mack World Series because they played in it, had a friend who played in it, had a brother played in it. That's what we're talking about. This is what this means for the community. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day here at Ricketts Park, Farmington, New Mexico. Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett. With me today on the mayor's table is Lyle, the chairperson of this year's Connie Mack World Series committee. Lyle, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mayor. I appreciate you inviting me out to talk about the most prestigious baseball tournament that's out there in the United States of America.
Well, you couldn't have said it any better. It is the most prestigious, the most unique, and certainly this community who comes together each and every year for 61 years to host this really goes all out to make sure it's a great experience, not just for the players, but also for the fans and the volunteers, and so many people work to make this thing happen.
You're exactly right. Well, San Juan community really steps up, not only in volunteering, but I mean just the restaurants, the hotels, motels, the Animas Valley Mall. Everybody comes out and gets involved in this fantastic tournament, and so they show up, they help out. Attitudes are great. We fill the stands every single night, and even during the day when it gets a little bit warm and hot. But San Juan County does a great job.
No, it's a special place, and it's something that we hold near and dear. You know, I think it's one of the state's biggest events that is held statewide. Of course, you have the Balloon Fiesta,
sure,
or the State Fair. But Connie Mack, I mean, we're talking about 10 days of baseball. Is that right?
Mayor, you're exactly right. So it is a big event in the state of New Mexico. We're proud to have it here. I can't think of any other better place to have it here, right here at Ricketts Park.
No, it's historic. For sure. I mean, 10 days. So this has kind of, evolved over the years. You know, it used to be it was knockout rounds right off the bat, but we've added pool play to it. So when does pool play start?
So pool play officially starts, July 24th, which is a Friday.
Okay.
Pool play will start then. It'll run Friday and Saturday, and then course bracket play starts like we kind of know the Connie Mack World Series tournament.
We'll start that Sunday night, right?
Absolutely. There'll be opening ceremonies. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and how many teams are we anticipating to be in this year's tournament?
There'll be 12 teams.
Okay.
They'll stall pool play, then they'll be set up in bracket play based on the pool play results. Wonderful.
Well, this is airing on July 6th, so we've got a couple weeks out. You know, we talk a lot about the people who kind of make this tournament happen. I mean, share with me, some of the committees and individuals even that's really kind of are the backbone of the World Series.
Well, and I'll tell you, Mayor, I'm glad you asked that question. There's over 200 plus volunteers.
Wow.
There's 20 committees. We meet, and really now it starts 6 weeks after last year's tournament ended. So it's almost a year-long commitment. Everybody comes together, we participate, we try to make it better and better each and every year. We're really looking for a fantastic experience for the fans. And so, the players that come, they're excited, they know about it, they know the history here, they can't wait to come. So it generates and resonates through not only just the community, but the fans, the players, everybody that's involved.
Sure. And one of those key components is something that's really near and dear to me that my family has engaged in has been the host family part, which is still has to be unique to us. I don't know of any other tournaments where I've seen people go where they've got a host family that's willing for 10 days to keep 2, 1, 3, 4 players up in their home, treat them like their own family, cooking for them, taking them where they need to go for practices, for games, washing their clothes. That's always a good one.
Absolutely.
Out here on this beautiful, you get dirty out there. So the moms who know how to clean those whites, it's very important we have those people doing it. And as I understand, we could use a few more volunteers for the host family program.
That's right. Mayor, we definitely need foster families this year. We're a little bit light. San Juan County always steps up, and we make sure that we've got families for every single player. It's a unique experience, not only for the player, but for the family as well. Typically, they come into your home. They almost become a part of your family instantly. And I'll tell you, when they leave, there's tears when they're leaving and walking out the door. These kids that come, hey, they're nice, they're polite, they're courteous, they're truly here to play baseball. They're very thankful for the setups, because you got to remember, before they get here, they played in 30, 40, sometimes 50 games.
Yes.
They've stayed in hotels and motels and buses. And so to come and eat, kind of in a nice environment with a family home-cooked meal, have somebody have a room and a bed for you, they can't be more appreciative. And we are a little bit short this year, and we really need host families, probably more so ever this year than ever before.
So, and really, the makeup of a host family can be anybody who's willing to open up their home to a young man to come in and spend some time. My family got involved because we had 2 young kids. You and I talked about this.
That's right.
2 young kids, and my wife, when she was a kid, her family were host families, and it's a special relationship that is built. I can tell you a number of those who stayed with us, and one of which just signed with the Texas Rangers this last year.
Really?
So you get to see their success, you get to hear about their weddings, you get to hear about
That's
you know,
right.
if they've had kids, you stay in touch with their parents, because the players' parents, I find, and so many of them travel anymore.
That's right,
with
Mayor.
the players, which is great. Getting time to spend with them and talk about their feelings about the community, the tournament, it really reinvigorates you each season to go, man, this is unique. It's so worth it to make sure we put out the best product that we can.
That's a great point, Mayor. And just like you said, when families come, they're so amazed at the courtesy and what we put out here for their kids that come out here and play. And then, of course, a lot of people haven't heard of Farmington, New Mexico until they actually get picked up by a team or their team's qualified. And they get online and they Google and they look at the social media. But until they get here and have the experience, they just don't know what it's really about until they're here. But it's an absolute must do while you live here in San Juan County. I mean, it's just a great experience for everybody involved. And, we don't have kids that play baseball. We have some teenagers, fortunately, but they can't wait to see them come, and they're looking forward to it already.
Well, and so one of the things that I want to make sure we mention is the fact that there's a stipend available for host families. So it is kind of you got to take some time off from work maybe. There is obviously some financial investment into these young men while they're here and staying, but the Connie Mack World Series helps those families help pay for some of that. Talk about that.
That's correct. Well, Mayor Duckett, you're exactly right. We understand that there's cost attributed to having some young men at your house. They act like when they eat, of course, it's like a second job, and that we know that gets a little expensive. And so we do have some stipend money that's provided by the Connie Mack World Series. And the best thing to do is to go into ConnieMackWorldSeries.com, all lowercase. Enter your information, talk to one of the host families, the committee members that can get back to you and tell you what it's all about and give you some more information on how all that works and what that looks like.
Yeah, I think in the individuals who run the host family program, they're incredible.
Absolutely.
And they go above and beyond for those families who are hosting to make sure they get everything they need. They have all their answers, or all their questions answered. So we really appreciate the work that they're doing. So ConnieMackWorldSeries.com.
That's correct,
all
Mayor.
lowercase. Look, if I can help you, if you're on the edge wondering whether or not being a host family is the right thing for your family, give me a call. More than willing to provide you some insight as to what that looks like. But really, it's the takeaway from me, being able to serve in that way, to support the Connie Mack World Series. I mean, again, it completes the circle of what it means to be involved with this amazing tournament.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm glad you spoke about it, having your own personal experience. And hey, that story is told time and time and time again, and there's lots of testimonials. And it's just, it's one of those things that you really ought to give a try and get involved with. And I think you'll truly enjoy it.
And there's a lot of restrictions on the players too.
There is.
For people who don't know, I mean, these players aren't allowed to drive.
No driving.
There's no drinking.
No drinking.
None of that stuff.
That's correct.
We try and make sure they're safe while they're here. So really, they're under your guidance and care. It's not a free-for-all. I mean, there's been history, of course, where things have happened. But I think so much of that, when the players arrive on the bus to the Civic Center, they immediately are brought into the auditorium. They are given absolute directions on what they can and cannot do. And the expectations are laid out right away.
That's exactly right. And they completely understand. They're under a pretty tight leash, so to speak, and they understand that they're here to play baseball. They want to play baseball. They had to go through a lot of hoops to get here, so they're not really willing to risk. Nobody wants to be sent home. Those things really just don't happen anymore. But and they're really here to play baseball, and the experience for them is fantastic.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. So, you get out the bus, they come in, we welcome them. If the lights are on that night, typically I
Oh.
try and bring them down so they can see.
Beautiful. They've never seen anything like it.
No, this is completely uncommon across America to have a stadium dedicated to 16 to 18-year-old baseball players. They come in just completely blown away.
That's right.
Then the community comes out the next morning and we have a parade. So you just made the comment that they've got to go through all these qualifying tournaments. They're playing games to make sure that they can get here. This isn't just something that they opt into.
Absolutely not.
They've got to go through the rigor of getting to Farmington, and we make it worth their while. That parade is one of the things I think stick with them the longest.
Absolutely. And, we line the streets. Citizens show up. San Juan County shows up. Floats have been being built right now. Cars are getting polished and buffed and puffed and ready for this big parade. And they don't, a lot of kids get here, they're not really sure what that means, and they get out there and they just absolutely think it's a thrill for sure.
Well, I think the interactions that I've really appreciated over the years, of course, we've changed the landscape of Main Street. The big long tractor trailers don't fit there anymore.
That's right.
But what it's done is put those players on the street where they're actually interacting with the fans. And just to see the number of kids running out there to them, they want their autographs. They want, as a matter of fact, you get to the games and the kids want their hats. They want their shirts.
Sure, signatures.
Signatures on everything.
Autographs, absolutely.
Yeah, we treat them like all-stars. We treat them like Major League Baseball players. And, there was a great documentary that you all put together a few years ago. And it was the story of Connie Mack World Series. I think it was 2022, 21, something like that. It's dynamic. And it absolutely has these testimonials coming from Major League Baseball players now.
Correct.
Who played here at Ricketts Park and their memories of it. And it's endearing. And so I encourage people, seek that out if you want to see what this means to those players. If you open up your home, you're going to be a part of that story.
That's exactly right. Well, it's unforgettable for these kids that come out here and are a part of that the host family event.
Yeah. So there's other committees. There's the entertainment committees.
Yes.
There's the groups here. Obviously, I would be doing no disservice if I didn't mention how much I appreciate the Parks and Recreation division.
Those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
The maintenance and field crew. I mean, look at this place. It's absolutely spectacular. And just like you said, when players get here, they've never seen a field like this. Hey, there's kids that play baseball today that have never played on actual natural gas.
That's crazy.
They've been born and raised on turf, so they get out here and play on grass, and they just can't believe the feel, how cool it is, as far as temperature-wise, and just the fact that it's grass. I mean, they're just amazed by it, and the field is always spectacular. So that crew does an absolutely unbelievable job.
Well, they work hard to make sure that, they paint. They paint the green walls get painted, different things get upgraded in the stands. They want to make sure it's safe, it's clean, it's nice. But then it's such a great show when they come out here each night and they drag the field, they spray the field. You'll get the city manager who's going to be out there. I'm sure I'll be out there dragging the field at some point. It's just Parks and Rec in this town, obviously top notch. And we couldn't do this without them.
That's exactly right. They do an amazing job. And there's a lot of pride on that crew, I promise you. And they know the expectations are pretty high, and they come out here and do a great job.
Yeah. So we're looking at opening ceremonies. That'll be that Sunday. Where's July 27th? 27th.
Yes, sir.
Always something cool going on there. Scott Micklin will be a part of that. We've got the Hall of Fame inductees, I think.
Jan Gomes this year, he'll be inducted, and he got to experience the host family situation, and he's actually coming in and staying with his host family from when he played here.
Wow.
So, and he's bringing his son. So talk about, again, going back to host families and how special that is. He's managed to keep them involved in his life, and they've been to his college graduation. They went to his wedding, and they've been a part of his life. So coming back here, being inducted, and staying at the same home, with the same family he did prior to, is fantastic.
Well, it's great to honor those individuals
Absolutely.
For being a part of this history. And of course, I think the Civic Center this year, will we have some of the history up, the memorabilia as we did last year?
Yes, we'll have some of that posted and out there. So if you come, and please come and take a look and meet some of these players and look at what's going on. And there'll be some history down there at the Farmington Civic Center. Again, players will arrive on the 23rd, which is a Thursday, and typically they'll start arriving, and it's all day long. They start coming in from 11 to noon until 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night.
We got cheerleaders out there. We got fans
That's
out there.
correct.
The host families will be out there with them. They're selling gear there
Yes,
that
they'll have
Thursday, so you'll get first
gear.
chance at the gear that's being sold for the tournament. Just another great event.
Exactly
It's part of it.
Yes.
So we'll move into regular play. and then the knockout rounds go, and then what's the championship day? Is that Friday or
Championship
Saturday?
will be Friday. In the way the tournament plays out, there could be a Saturday game.
Okay.
So championship game will either be Friday night at 8 or Saturday night at 8, depending on how the teams.
But either way, it's
win-loss
at
race.
night?
That's correct. It'll
That's
be
good
either
news.
Friday or Saturday night. So it'll be under the lights. Again, last year we had record events every night, 6,000, 7,000 people, especially on Friday and Saturday night when the championship game is. But it'll be another great year.
Yeah. Well, and we appreciate, obviously everybody working in our concession stands, so
That's right.
doing a great job there. But I want to make sure, I was thinking about, on that championship night, something that we've added that people need to make sure they know, they set their DVRs to. CBS Sports will once again it's going to be on CBS Sports.
On CBS Sports, it'll be live. So if you can't make it to the stadium, we really want you to come down and enjoy it. But if not, hey, turn on the TV and watch it from there.
It's fun, I'll tell you, because I DVR'd it last year. So being here for the championship and then going home to watch it, was kind of just a unique component.
bet.
And then the other part that's different this year is the streaming part of all the other games. Talk
That's
about
exactly right. Hey, this year's streaming, it's 100% free. So you can go to cbssports.com, pull it up, Connie Mack World Series, and you can stream every single game, afternoon, day, night. And it's bracket play, it's pool play, it's absolutely free.
No subscription necessary.
No, it's incredible.
People love free.
Yeah. It's convenient.
Yeah.
It's handy,
Then, of course, traditionally, we've always had radio.
Yes.
And KSJE 90.9 will be airing all the games.
That's correct.
And all of our favorite booth commentators,
Absolutely.
I believe,
They
will
do a
be
great
here with
job
us.
announcing. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they always come out and bring such great insight into the game, things that are happening, history. Just being up there with Coach Carpenter
Yes.
and spending time with him and listening to him call the games. It's just fun to hear the stories that he has.
Absolutely. They do a great job, and glad to have them back, and they're looking forward to the tournament as well.
There's a lot more to this tournament, Lyle, than just baseball. You mentioned earlier just the outpouring of support, but also the economic impact
Yes.
to it. And people ask me all the time, does the city end up coming out on top during that? Well, listen, between the hotel stays, because we've got parents now, way more parents travel now than used to travel. It's
Absolutely.
a component of their lives as
Yes.
travel baseball families. They're going wherever their kids are going. So with the hotel stays, restaurants, the shopping in our stores, the access to Farmington Lake, the Bistai Bay, all those awesome outdoor amenities that we have now, this is a really positive thing for us economically.
Hey, it's a great thing for San Juan community, and that raises anywhere from $1 million to $1.5 million and just in revenue. So talking about helping out retail, and just like you said, all the eats and drinks and hotels and fitness areas and baseball places to go practice and warm up, it's really good for the community.
Well, good. Well, for more information for folks, they need to go to ConnieMackWorldSeries.com.
That's correct.
As obviously as all the qualifying teams come in, all that information will be posted on there.
Yes.
The brackets get posted on there. Schedule of events, how to buy tickets. How to buy tickets.
Social media will be there. Anything you want to look up, you want to look at rosters, look at the teams that are already qualified, and who's on there and who's going to be showing up to play. If you that guy that likes stats and want to go back and look at players and how they got there and where they're going to college, it's all there.
It's a big time deal.
Absolutely.
How many years have you been a part of the Connie Mack World Series?
Hey, I've been a part of Connie Mack World Series since 2003. Entertainment committee for 20 years, and that was basically supplying eats and drinks during player orientation, and we fed everybody. If you showed up, we gave you a hamburger or a chili dog or something like that, and then eventually kind of got up into the Connie Mack World Series as far as vice chairman a couple of years ago, and so this year serving as chairman for the Connie Mack World Series.
Do you serve just 1 year as chairman?
It's 2 years,
2 years.
So I got 2 years vice, 2 years as chairman, and then 2 years outgoing. So it's a commitment for sure.
Well, that's great. Well, if people are interested in getting involved in that, is there a process for them as well?
Absolutely, same thing. Go to that ConnieMackWorldSeries.com. There's places where you can volunteer. You can look at parade information. You can register for the parade. Hey, if your kid wants to be a part of the ball boy or bat boy, you can go on there and sign up and be a part of that as well.
Great.
So it's all there. We try to make it very convenient to go and get involved in this great tournament.
Awesome. Anything else before we step out of this beautiful
Mayor,
ballpark?
thanks for your time. Thanks for the opportunity to come and talk about the Connie Mack World Series.
Well, the City of Farmington's commitment to the series is obviously, it's unprecedented. Whether it's our Parks and Rec, also our police officers, our fire department,
right.
the first responders who are here.
Very important.
Yes, to make sure that things are safe between the traffic that we have
Yes.
going down the street or things happening here in the field. it is truly a community effort. So
It is.
We're proud to host this, the 61st year of the Connie Mack World Series here at Ricketts Park. Make sure you put it on your calendar. Come out here, get a Frito pie. Right?
There you go.
We call them Chili Willies up in Denver, but the Frito pie is the historic meal of the Connie Mack World Series. Make it a point to bring you and your family out here, or just you. Enjoy the beautiful summer nights. I mean, it's the best time of year to have the
Best
tournament.
time.
Summer nights are beautiful. So Lyle, thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate your time.
Thank you to your committee and all the volunteers. And we'll see you here at Ricketts Park for the Connie Mack World Series.